E-103 Delta, E-104 Epsilon, rescue mission accomplished. E-105 Zeta, E-101 Beta, location unknown. Perhaps aboard the egg carrier.
See, I told you guys we'd be going back there. Hey everyone, Skull902 here, and this is part 20 of Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX. We're going to be finishing up Gamma's story here. And, you know, during this part, there's, you know, some stuff that I would like to talk about. Though, you know, saying that as a Let's Player, it's kind of fucking obvious that I want to talk about stuff, isn't it? But, you know, just like about Gamma and his story and everything from a writing perspective and all that, there's a few things that I want to mention.
E-Series data. Beginning search. Accessing data. Hot shelter. E-Series location confirmed. Unlocking hot shelter sector now.
That particular cutscene is the only time that you hear, like, the proposed after sinking egg carrier hub theme in, like, the proper game. We're getting the normal one right now, but usually after the egg carrier is downed, it, like, would be that in the Better SADX mod. Otherwise, it's the same familiar egg carrier theme. But yeah, now we're going into Hot Shelter, and there's, like I said, some things that I wanted to mention about Gamma and his story here. So, while we're on our way to fight E-105 Zeta, almost called him Beta again, would have had a Delta problem like in the last part. We start here near the bathrooms. Fortunately, though, Gamma's nice enough to not perv on people and whatnot. Decided to avoid going up the ladder because Gamma is easily the slowest ladder climber in the game. I keep getting distracted from what I want to talk about. So, instead of getting distracted, let's fucking talk about what I wanted to talk about, eh? The themes in Gamma's story are... tonally speaking, a bit different from the rest of the game, but I think that they did it in a way where, like, I think that, like, it still fits within this game's overall, you know, sort of story and whatnot without being, you know, too much of a distraction, they did a particularly good job on it, too, which is the crazy thing. That, like, you know, it's so different, but they did so well on it. You know, the themes of, like, purpose and, you know, like, loyalty and life in general and whatnot, like, but I think the biggest one, of course, is free will, you know. Gamma sort of realizes that he, as a robot, shouldn't just be like the puppet, so to speak, to Dr. Eggman, and, you know, be his own robot, and everything. And I think that that's, like, actually really well done and whatnot. So I just wanted to point that out, and then, like, the realization, you know, later on in this part, about, like, what he's been being used for, and, you know, what the truth about his creation is. It's all some good stuff. So, I think that they're, like, the best written sections in the entire game, to be perfectly honest. And I gotta give Sega some big props for being able to do that in a way that was pretty gosh darn nifty. So, good on you, Sega. Like I've been saying for, you know, so many parts of this game. Anyway. Next thing that I wanted to mention was Gamma's voice actor, Steve Brody. Or is it Brody? I'm not entirely sure. But just a quick little bit about Gamma's actor is he voiced Gamma as well as Pachacamac and like some extra voices. Like I'm fairly certain that he was the other E-Series robots during that one cutscene in the first part. You know, I have the right frog. No, I'm the one with the right frog. You know, I don't see why they would have gotten somebody else to do that. Though they did get John St. John to do some extra stuff later on, so maybe. I'm not sure who voiced the other ones, but like he did Pachacamac as well as like the train PA voice in the Mystic Ruins. So the train headed for Station Square will be departing soon, you know. And, you know, for what it's worth, I just wanted to say that, like, you know, even though doing a robot voice like that doesn't take an extreme amount of effort, that he did a good job. And though we hear very little from Pachacamac, and the train PA guy is only like one line, he did a good job. Unfortunately, the man died at the age of 53, only a couple of years after this game came out, of cancer. But, you know, he did a fantastic job, and I think really added to the storyline here. So, good on him, good on him. And now, it's time for Gamma to confront his ultimate fate. The battle. Brother against brother. E-Series against E-Series. Free will versus slavery. Let's do this.
E-105 Zeta rescue complete. Units remaining. Gamma. Beta.
So now we've finally seen the souped up version of Beta, and holy fuck. So this is going to be a pretty fucking awesome boss fight, not gonna lie. Awesome shit right here. E-101 Mark II, baby. And Beta is not a pushover this time. I'm gonna make the battle look really easy, but that's just because I'm experienced. So basically, Beta's modus operandi, or operandi, I don't fucking know how you pronounce those words, is like, he's gonna charge at you, and then fire some robots, right? Or the first time he charges at you, then he fires the robots. Then this time here, he's gonna fire 2 lines of robots at you, and then he's gonna go up here, and it goes to like a big overhead perspective, and you know, then he'll charge this big beam at you, and you gotta like basically run around in circles in order to avoid it. This time, he's gonna do it multiple times, just for getting the line of robots in general. So again, best thing is to let Gamma go into his little cart mode, and just go around in circles. Now Beta's gonna do a couple lines of robots, or rather just one rather, and there we go. Pretty fucking awesome boss fight, with an amazing fucking theme. It's not the greatest boss fight in the world, but holy fucking hell, is it a great way to end this story. But unfortunately now it's time for the depressing bit of Gamma's story, so I'm sorry, Gamma. And there we have it. Gamma is gone, but it was to free the bird inside. Again, like what I was talking about in the last part there, it always struck me that he only realized that the bird was inside, like, right before he died. Because you see the picture show up, and then, like, he, snaps up and, tries to turn around and move, but then falls over and explodes. I just always thought that was the realization, but you never know. The realization could have been earlier. Originally speaking, Gamma was going to, rescue himself by pointing his gun at himself and shooting. Evidently, there was some sort of focus group that they brought that toward. Either that or, like, Sonic Team themselves were like, maybe that's a bit too fucked up for a kid's game. And they decided to nix it in favor of Beta having, like, a sort of, desperation final fuck you attack before finishing Gamma off. So they finish each other off. I didn't mean for that to sound sexual, I'm sorry. But they, kill each other, but the birds inside are free. And as you can see, they are the same color as the ones from the picture that Amy's bird had. So they're all a big family. It hasn't been confirmed, but the one that was being used for Beta is speculated to be the father. The one for Gamma is speculated to be the mother, and then the one that Amy pals around with is speculated to be the kid. So, that's something. They could all be siblings. They could be parents and child. You never know. They could be in a polyamorous relationship. I think that's the right word for it. Sega hasn't said, so who fucking knows, am I right? But the Flickies are free, so are the other animals that were in the other E-Series robots. All is well. Except, of course, that the robots and their consciousness, their spirits, their digital lives, I guess, had to be ended for it to happen, but, whatever. Something that I speculate about is what Eggman's opinion on Gamma is after all of this. Because he must not know what happened after the egg carrier was downed. Because, after the egg carrier, he doesn't really give a fuck about the E-Series robots. And we'll see later on in Sonic Adventure 2 as well as Sonic Battle that he models robots after Gamma. So, does he still have this, bright vision of Gamma being like his star robot and all that? Who fucking knows, but that's gonna be the end of my speculation on certain aspects of Gamma's story. Like I said earlier, the themes about life and, purpose as well as free will, really well written stuff. And I'm just impressed that they did it in a way where it was like they were implying it rather than just outright stating it, which I think makes it fit within the game's tones more than if they had just, laid it down really heavy. So, fucking great stuff. Gamma's theme is the only one of the character themes that doesn't have any lyrics, but I fucking love it. Steve Brody, good choice for the actor. Fantastic writing. The gameplay really works too. I love the shooting levels. They're, nice and short, and the mechanic works. Good stuff, good stuff. But now we're going to be moving on. Next time, in part 21, it's going to be the finale of Sonic Adventure DX. I'll see you there. Thank you for watching. I've been Skull902, and have yourselves a wonderful day.
Before swimming, one must get familiar with the pool water's temperature. Test mode engage. Ah! My tootsies!